Hi there, so we're doing Theory Workbook Level 1B, some new pages starting in 21 through 24. So looking at 21, this is a continuation of what you did with page 20, where you were counting these time signatures that have a 2 on the bottom. So 3, 2 time, this one's 2, 2, right? That's cut time, that's 2, 2, same idea. Anytime you see the C with a slash, that's 2, 2, and then back to 3, 2. So for all of these, that means the half note gets one beat. So that's what you see here. There's first beat, second beat, third beat, right? So everything is half as long as it looks. The half notes used to be 2 beats. Now it's just 1, right? Which means when you hit quarter notes, instead of 1 beat, it's a half a beat. So use your ands. You have 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, so hopefully that'll make sense. The half note is 1 beat, but sometimes it's part of the first beat and part of the second beat. That's right. That's 1 beat because it's 2 halves. Same with that. All right. Same idea when you're in 2, 2 time. You just have 2 beats in the measure. 1, 2. This is 1, 2. Right. It's pretty simple, I think, as you go through that. But most of these lines will need ands, right? Just 1 and 2 and 3 and if you need that. All right. Towards the bottom of the page, observe the following rest values in 2, 2 and 3, 2, right? It's the same idea as the notes. Your rests are half of what they look like. So quarter rest, it used to be 1 beat. Now it's a half a beat, right? Your half rest, 1 beat. Whole rest is 1 full measure, right? No matter what your time signature, a whole rest is kind of a funny one. So no matter how long you're resting, just use a whole rest for a whole measure. All right. So let's see. So 3, 2 times, again, 1, 2, 3. We've got quarter notes coming up. So again, we're using our ands. 1 and 2. Just count it right in there as if it's a note, right? It's just a silent note, right? So go ahead and finish up that one. Should make sense. Same idea with the last line of the page. It's just cut time. 2, 2, 1, 2. So this is 1 and 2 and, right? All right, hopefully not scary. On to the next page, looking at 22. This part should not be too hard. This is just dealing with bass clef ledger lines, right? So just getting higher and higher. So you know your middle C, right? There's your D. Just heading up the scale is an E, then an F, then a G. So 3 lines up, line note is a G, right? So here you're just circling the E's, right? So they should look like that. Second line, right, the line note, there's 1, there's 1, there's 1, right? So just circling. All right, and then the bottom, just naming, right? This one's a C. That's 3 lines up. That's a G. If you forget, start with your C and just count, right? So this is C, space is D, line is E, space is F, line is G, right? And you can look up here, but in context when you're playing a piece, you can count those lines and spaces. Yeah, it'll all make sense. And then page 23, the same idea, but a treble clef, the ledger line's headed downwards, right? So you know your middle C, that's B, A, right, backwards in your alphabet, that's a G, and that one's an F, right? So 3 lines down is an F, right? And this is the F below middle C, that should make sense. All right, so same idea for the right. For treble clef, you're circling the A's, and again, A's, this is a C, space is B, the line is A, so it should be this one, A, right? So just circle them. And then name these ones, right? I think this part's not difficult. And then looking at page 24, that's the last part. This is all about triads. This is going to be the next thing we'll be working on in the pieces as well. So these triads, basically, you're just stacking notes. The bottom note, if you're doing a G major triad, the bottom note's a G, right? And you're stacking thirds on top of that. G, there's a B, and then another third is a D. All right, so from the bottom, it's a third and a fifth. That should make sense. So it's always a stack of line, 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 or it's space, 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 kind of like a snowman, right? You're not skipping anything inside there. They're all in thirds. C major triad, the C's on the bottom. And again, you got E and G, it's just in thirds, right? Or space, space, space for the bass clef. F major, F major. So pretty much you're looking at the bottom note. If you see a stack of thirds, if you look at the bottom note of the stack, that tells you the name of that triad. All right, so when you're doing the examples, circle the C major triads. The bottom of that's an F, that's not right. The bottom of this is a C, right? You're looking for C major, so you're circling that, right? And then same with bass clef. Circle the C majors. That's an F. That's not right. This is a C. Right? So this should make sense as you're going along. And then the very bottom, you're just naming the triad. And again, it's just the bottom note, whatever it is. So this one is a space note. That's an F. We're going to F that. That's the G. Right? So just make sure you're doing it all in treble clef, but it should make sense. Just name that bottom note. Okay, that's it. Thanks. Bye.